And we're live. Hello and welcome to the Ustream webinar series. I'm really excited about today's webinar. We're going to cover a really challenging subject entitled Guarantee Live Streaming Success from Anywhere. This is a very challenging topic and hopefully we can nail it today.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm Adam, sales engineer here at Ustream.
And I'm Andrew, Director of Marketing at Teradek. Adam, thank you so much for having me here. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco. Lovely office. I'm a little jealous, but thank you for having me here. I'm also very excited to talk about this subject because, you know, I think for Teradek it's been one of those things that we always want to achieve. How can you stream successfully from anywhere? What does it take? You know, is it quality? Is it reliability? What is it? And I think we have the answer today, so let's talk about it.
Great, let's get into it.
So I think some of the things that we're talking about today are going to be what are the markets that we both address. Ustream does a great job with their platform, and then Teradek, we have our solutions for getting you to Ustream, so our hardware solutions and software solutions. And of course, I think the best way to show all of this off is through a demo. So we're going to do some live demos today so that you can leave this webinar knowing how to do it, how to stream successfully from anywhere. I think that's really important that we share with our audience today. So thanks for joining us. I think one thing I wanted to point out was, Teradek and Ustream have been working together for a really long time now. And I think, between Ustream and Teradek, that's really great. We have a great relationship, but I think it also really benefits our industry and our clients who are using our products. Being able to work together to create simple solutions, I think is very important. I mean, we address the same kind of industries like events, house of worship, education, corporate communication, and each of these markets have their own specific needs, requirements, and really what do they need to engage their audience. I think that's so important. And again, working together, I think the constant communication and integration allows everybody to do this really simply and successfully.
Exactly.
So let's say let's take a look at what I'll talk about some of what Teradek has to offer. In particular, I'll highlight a few things today. But let's look at some of Ustream's functionality so we can then set up our channel.
Yeah. So on the topic of events, education, corporate communication, these are kind of the categories that we see. People that are really interested in using Teradek products, people that are really interested in using the Ustream platform. And again, like what we're going to cover today is we're going to show you some demos of the Teradek video. We're going to go through the Ustream platform, and we're going to show you how these things connect end to end so that you can guarantee live streaming success from anywhere. Okay, so we're going to go to a quick screenshot of what the Ustream platform looks like. If we click on the little drop-down menu here, we can drop directly into the account. The great thing about the Ustream channel or Ustream platform is that it's a channel-based video platform, meaning that all of your content, whether it's live playlist, VOD content, live streaming, it's all available in a single channel. So if you're an educational organization, if you're a school, you can have a channel for sports, you can have a channel for morning announcements, you can have a channel for commencement. You can design these to be for a specific audience, okay? So taking a look at our channel menu here, we see that we have the demo channel that we use for stuff like this. We have the live playlist channel, which is everything that's been archived that we've configured into really nice, clean-looking playlists. And then we have our webinar channel. Okay, so to expand on this, we'll show you how this looks in the Ustream platform, and I'll allow you to soak this information in a little. When we open up the demo channel, we see here that this gives us a video CMS that shows us a detailed list of all of the content that's inside of our channel. So this could be anything that's live streams that have been archived to the platform. It could be pre-recorded content that we've put together in post-production and made a really nice video for. Anything like that is available here in this video CMS. We can edit, delete, we can also chop a live broadcast, cut off the beginning of it, and just have the nice meat of it there. So
I think it's really important to have everything in one place so that an organization, whether it be education or house of worship, can just go in, put all of their media there, not just the live streaming content, but VOD to reach, other audiences and everything like that. So it's really cool to have that control, and it's all cloud-based. You can access it from anywhere, right?
Yeah, of course. And it's, the idea is that it's almost kind of like a linear TV station. So, if you're a church, if you're an educational institution, you can make this content available to your viewers as you need to. So we, of course, offer a channel page. So this is a hosted page from Ustream. So say if you don't have access administratively to your website, maybe you can't put an embed code, but you would like to broadcast something and just get up and running really quickly. We give you a really nice looking Ustream channel page here that you can broadcast to whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I think it's cool because you can brand it. You can put your logo there and make it like your own page. This is where my videos and everything live. So I think that's really nice that you have the full control on it.
Yeah, exactly. So here, again, like I said, we can have our live show here. In this case, it's a really nice video we've put together from a case study that we did with Roland. So, great content here. And this channel page is available for you to take advantage of no matter what level of Ustream account that you have. But most people, if you're a church or a school or an event or especially a corporation, you're going to want to have your channel embedded onto your own website. So we also make that available to you, of course, when you come down to the embed code section here. So we'll take a look at that. If you're doing mostly live or playlists, a lot of times people like to use the single embed code. So we'll take a look at what that looks like here. So, this can, of course, fit in any web page. You come down here to the lower left, copy and paste, and then your viewers can see your content there. But if you have a whole library of stuff that you've archived, like maybe for a sports organization, they have old games or highlight footage, and you want to make all of that content available in a menu style, we also give that to you as well. So here's an example of the combined embed. So this has, whatever's going on in your channel right now, which could be a live show or a playlist. And then we have a whole library of other content here. So this gives your viewer the power to sort of navigate their way through whatever's available inside this channel and watch whatever they like.
Cool. Yeah, it's like highlight reels or service from the previous weekend.
Exactly.
Cool. Yeah.
Exactly. So, we make it easy for you as the broadcaster to both configure your content for your viewer, and we also make it easy for the viewer to navigate this experience. So that's a good general overview of what it's like to do your your configuration on the Ustream side. But what I'd love to do next is to kind of show you how the Teradek products can connect to the Ustream platform.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the most important things of all of Teradek streaming products is the ability to simplify the process. So you have your complete control via Ustream, and then you have your platform natively integrated into all of our products. I think that's really beneficial for the ability for an IT director or a teacher to be able to program, configure, wherever it needs to go, all the more technical things. And then someone like a volunteer or a student can jump in and take control. Just hit the red button and go live. So that's kind of our goal for simplifying solutions, and that kind of leads me to the device I'm talking about today is going to be the Teradek Video Pro. We just released it. It's a product that's been developed from the Video family of products, and that stems from the Cube. Adam, you're familiar with that. But today I'm talking about the Video Pro. What we wanted to do is bring the next level of streaming encoders. What is that? What do you need? What do you need to stream successfully? Is it quality? Is it reliability? Is it additional features to address audiences after the live stream? What is it that we need to help provide everybody out there to take live streaming to the next level for the future and of course now. So Video Pro is our latest encoder within the video lineup. What it is, it's a camera top encoder. So you can put this on any camera that has HDMI or SDI out. And what's nice, you can also have it on your desk where you're streaming next to your mixer or whatnot. So this is the Video Pro. It's a similar form factor if you are familiar with the video to that, but it's essentially the same thing, but it's got some nice little tweaks to it that I think that you guys are gonna like, and I'm gonna share with you today. So this is the Video Pro. What I'm gonna do is first look at a little bit at the hardware, and then talk to you about how we can put it all together. So I put up a little slide. It's a little bit more technical to show you all the features in there. At first, you'll see the OLED screen. That's where you can do some really quick configurations and access to the Video Pro. Of course, you can access the Video Pro's configuration via your mobile device, Android or iOS, or on a computer in a web GUI. So there, that's the OLED screen. You have the red button and joysticks that allow you to go live in a click of a button. On the back here, we have your basic HDMI input. With HDMI, of course, it carries video and audio. Again, that can come from your mixer or your camera source. We have audio inputs in case you needed to do an external audio embed, or if you need a line out for miking and checking signal there, we have that on the back. Of course, you have your basic network connections. You have your Ethernet cable. You have your USB port for USB modems. And of course, our latest addition is the AC Wi-Fi, so you can attach to high-speed networks or mobile hotspots. So that's some of the basic hardware. Some of the new things for the Video Pro is an extended internal battery life. So you can get at least 2 hours for here. If you're going wirelessly and you're roaming around, you have a mission trip, or you're out on the field just doing a single camera production, you'll be able to run on this. Or if you're having a broadcast production, you're in a studio and your power goes out, which I don't know how many times that's happened, but that happens, and you don't want to go down. You want your encoder to stay alive, and luckily with a few other things we'll talk about in up next, you're still going to be live. So the power is a very important thing to maintain. Also, and that brings me back to this idea of what else? What else is there to the streaming world that people need nowadays? And I think, one of the topics that's come to rise in live streaming is not only are you satisfying the audience live, but how do you engage and continue to re-engage the audience after the live broadcast? I think that's been a really big topic. And of course, Ustream, you have your rebroadcast functionality, which I really like, because you can instantly just keep playing back that live stream. You can work on anything there. But what our customers asked, and that's what I love about Teradek, is that our customers come to us and they talk to us about what we're looking for, what we need, what could be better, what could help my everyday workflow. And again, one of those things is engaging the audience after the live stream. One of our customers asked, hey, is there a way to take this video file, I want to be able to import it into something like Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere, and be able to make my adjustments. I need to make some fine-tuned adjustments, whether it's adjusting a trim tail in front, or I need to make a correction to a lower third that I messed up during the live production, which happens all the time, but we want to make sure that's right. So how can I immediately take this live broadcast and right after do a nice trim to it? So what we've done with the Video Pro is we've added an SD card slot on the side here. And what that's going to allow you to do is insert a SD card so you can record the stream simultaneously during the live stream. So right after your broadcast is done, you'll be able to eject this SD card, import it into your editing software, and be able to make your edits. It's an H.264 file, so it's really easy to work with. Quick, boom, 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 cut, trim, correct, export, and then you can upload it to Ustream for redelivery or any other VOD platform that you've shared with your audience.
Yeah, I really love this feature about it, because anybody that's been doing live streaming for a while knows that you need to have layers of protection there, so that you make sure that after you put all this effort into putting on a live show, that you're actually saving the content and that you have it as collateral for later projects. So everything that you do live on Ustream is archived automatically and available to you to create a live playlist and rebroadcast as live. But it's really nice to have this feature because you always have a guaranteed archived file, right, a hard copy of it that you can use for later stuff. So it's really nice to have that.
That being said, I'm always, the nerd in me is always going to save everything to 3 copies, different formats. We've all been burned before, yes, I'm sure, in this environment of media. So it's just another layer of security to make sure that you have your stream, all that work that you put into it is still there. So so the next thing I'm going to talk about is that's kind of all the hardware that we're looking at. The next thing that the most important thing that I like to talk about Video Pro is the software development here, and I think it really resonates with the idea of guaranteeing live streaming success from anywhere. So, Adam, you know, you've been through a lot of live streaming experiences, and how many times have you showed up at a venue and you're using your, USB modem, which has cellular connectivity, and you check your data and bandwidth, and you're getting like a megabit per second,
I'm sweating just thinking about it.
And that's not a good feeling. Like, what am I gonna do here? Or you show up to a venue, there's no Ethernet line, there's no Wi-Fi. In fact, a lot of times you don't even want to rely on that because you don't know, what kind of bandwidth you're getting or what kind of traffic's on that network. So, that idea of not knowing if you're going to have the bandwidth is so stressful.
It is stressful.
In any production environment.
It's a classic issue that's been a problem for years.
Yeah, and you don't want to settle for, that 480 stream that's like 1 megabit per second. You want to get your audience the content that you want, with the quality that you want, and of course with the reliability that you really need. So what we've done is we've developed this software solution that we're introducing with the Video Pro that I think that's going to solve all this. So the days are over, freaking out if you're going to have enough bandwidth or at that moment in time. So with the Video Pro, we've introduced our new software called ShareLink. And with ShareLink, you're going to be able to bring in multiple internet sources simultaneously, at one time, and be able to use that bandwidth. So the sources can be iPhones, up to 4 iPhones at once, being able to contribute to your internet bandwidth. So it's 4 iPhones, or even still including Wi-Fi connections, USB modems, Ethernet. You're going to be able to bring in all these internet sources and allow them to generate, the bandwidth that you need to get that quality that your audience expects, and a really robust network that's really reliable. So if one connection goes down, then you're still good. So, and one of the things that we want to make sure about ShareLink is this ability to utilize, multiple network connections. Again, I mentioned, the USB modem. That's been ingrained in live streaming for the longest time, live streaming and even broadcast. I mean, this stems from, OB-VAN technology. But, we wanted to include, a lot of people have already invested in these modems, but they're kind of getting hard to, get, and you have to set up a new plan and everything. So that's why we wanted to make sure that you can still use these guys, but now you have the option of using your iPhone, a plan that you already have. I have one, you have one, we're using it today. You're already, you already have these devices, you already have these contracts, so now you'll be able to just pull it out of your pocket and be able to connect with devices that you already have. So that's one of the beauties we wanted to do for ShareLink.
Yeah, and one of the things I love about Teradek is you guys really think things through. You think about how people are going to use your products. You go from past to present to future. So you make the old technology available through your modern software, and you also bring the new stuff to the game. So we really appreciate that.
Yeah, and I think it's important to our clients to respect, what's available, what's a real solution, what's simple, what's going to make this happen for you. So enough talking. Let's do a demo.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So basically what we're going to set up here is a simple streaming recipe. So we're going to mix in all these different ingredients to make sure we get a successful stream. First, of course, you start off with your audio-video source. Today, behind me, we have the Canon XF205, which is getting HDMI out of there. Of course, you can always use a switcher setup for multicam setups. I think the V1 HD is a perfect solution from Roland.
Yep. Shout out to Roland. They were here 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
so.
It's a great solution. It's nice, portable, compact, just kind of what the Video Pro is aimed at. And of course, it's very simple to use, turnkey essentially. So once you have your video source, of course, you're going to need to connect that video source to an appliance to make sure you can get your stream out there. And today we're going to use the Video Pro, and we're going to have ShareLink on there. And of course, just a reminder, ShareLink's that ability to bring in multiple internet connections so that you can stream out the quality and reliability that you need. So we're going to use the Video Pro today now with ShareLink. Of course, the next step is going to be the data. How do you connect data? What kind of data do you need to use to achieve this? And we're going to discuss that and set it up for you. And of course, where do you stream it to? You stream to Ustream. So we're going to show you how to go from start to finish right now. So why don't we start? Do you want to set up a Ustream channel for me to go to?
Let's do it.
There we go.
So, thanks for that so much. We'll go ahead and
start up a channel. Yeah, I think, and one thing I wanted to mention is that, there's so many different setups for whatever organization you're part of. And, that's why we want to make a product like Video Pro to be able to do something, regardless of your setup. So I think Adam's setting up a channel right now.
So in the Ustream platform, it's really easy to configure a channel. All you do is come in, type in your channel name, select a category, and in this case, we're going to choose entertainment because we're trying to entertain you guys here today. Hopefully, we're doing that a little bit. We're going to save it, and then we'll see that it's available here for us to use whenever we're ready. So if you'd like, we can go to showing how to connect to that channel.
Yeah, and again, what Adam mentioned is you have complete control configuration from your Ustream dashboard. And now what we're going to do, we've natively integrated Ustream into all our streaming devices. And I'm going to show you how to set it up on the Video Pro. For the purpose of this demo, I'm going to have it available on my computer. I'm actually connected locally to the Video Pro. Again, you can also configure this on the LED screen just in front of the Video Pro, or you can control all of this from your mobile device, Android or iOS, directly from there. So for sake of this demo, I'm moving over to my computer. What you'll see here is a nice preview monitor. Don't mind the screen where that's a sneak peek into our next demo, but that's a nice little preview that you can see of what's going on there. On the left side, you see some status signals. It's ready to go. ShareLink is connected. This is our signal. And we don't have power connected, but we're still going, so we're good. And of course, on the right side, we have set up a notification of where you're pointed to currently. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into settings and make sure that we can connect to the channel that Adam just set up for us. So we'll first go into broadcast. And in broadcast, I'm going to open the platform window. The mode, I'm going to select Ustream, again, natively integrated. Today, we're going to stream to a channel that you just set up. And what's nice about this is you can pull up all of the channels that you have on your account.
Yeah.
So regardless of, setting it up new or setting it up, beforehand, it's going to be there.
So this would be great in the sense of, like, say you're a school and you have different channels for different reasons. Maybe you have one for e-learning, you have one for morning announcements, and you have one for sports. This allows you to toggle between each of those channels using the Teradek integration.
Yeah. So let's see. We're gonna pick. We're gonna stream successfully today. So I'm gonna choose that channel. Yeah. And we're in San Francisco, so that's one place of anywhere.
Of course.
Okay, so cool. What you see on the screen here, we selected our mode channel, and now actually what's on the bottom here are some options that actually are natively integrated with Ustream. They're connected directly to the platform. Auto record, you can enable it or disable it directly from the device, and that's again separate from the SD card option that's on the Video Pro. But you're able to trigger these commands from where your live streaming event is, and of course some other things like auto restart. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You have the peace of mind knowing that you can activate the archiving feature from here too. So that's great.
And then lastly, while we're here, I want to touch upon the quality settings of Video Pro. You have full control of that. And again, successful. We want to make sure that quality is super good. So we want to make sure that quality looks nice and crisp. So because I have ShareLink enabled, I'm able to select Full HD. I'm confident that my reliability and the quality will look nice and sexy. So there's a tool on the right side that says suggest quality. Sometimes it's a back and forth between, how much bandwidth do I have versus what kind of quality I can achieve. This is a little tool built in to allow you to test that. But again, today I'm using ShareLink. I'm going to connect a few data sources and I'm going to go off from there. So I'm confident with Full HD. Of course, you can adjust your frame rate, audio quality. Everything is controllable from this UI. It looks very similar on the phone. So I'm going to jump back just to the settings page to show you. Here are all your options available to be able to configure. Again, there's the recording function with the SD card. And now I'm going to just take a quick look into ShareLink. And actually what's here, you can actually see some of the uplink statuses that are available. We're going to connect some devices here. Currently, there's nothing going to it. So it's just an easy login, account, username, password, and then you're activated and ready to go to ShareLink. So what we're going to do for the sake of this purposes, I'm going to show you how you connect iPhones to the Video Pro to contribute the data using ShareLink. So for the purpose of this demo, I have my phone, my iPhone here. It's connected to my computer for the sake of mirroring it so you can see it nice and sharp on your screen. So again, similar UI, it's just in mobile format. What I'm going to do here...
Looks like you have 0 friends.
Thanks for pointing that out, Adam. You're sitting right next to me. So I have 0 friends. So what I'm going to do is, first off, I'm going to get a friend. And that's going to be myself. So I'm going to link my phone. I'm going to click on that button. And now my phone is linked. I have 1 friend available. Hey, Adam, will you be my friend? And
sure, I think I can
contribute some data.
I think I can help out
with that. You got a nice
that.
phone plan here. So what he's doing is he's going to do the exact same thing. The video app's over there. And I have 2 friends. Yes, yes. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. So now you have 2 friends contributing there. And of course, you'll be able to see that in the ShareLink functionality here. Of course, what I wanted to do is show off that, again, like I mentioned, we want to make sure that this new technology is being included, but also, a lot of the technology that you've already invested in is going to go in as well. So I'm going to be plugging in this modem here, and that's going to allow me to utilize this modem connection as well. So I plugged in the modem, and let me check out the stats here. I think Adam might have unlinked his phone, or maybe I did. So I've been pressing the computer screen and mobile screen. It's confusing me. So, so the modem is actually connecting right now. We're getting that configured right there. And I think we're good. We have all our data connected. I'm clicking on my computer again. So we have our data here that kind of shows off what kind of data is going through and what are you going to be able to achieve on your live broadcast. So what we're going to do, you see there the modem is being connected. It's activating. There we go. It's ready to go. So let's just double check with our recipe. We have the video source going into the Video Pro with ShareLink on. And then we have our data selected. Ustream is ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Go Live. And again, you can do this from multiple places. You can do it from the app or just directly from the web UI. And I'm going to trigger that here. So now it's starting, and now we are live.
Great.
So I think, that's the cool thing. We were able to set this up in just a few minutes. Of course, we had a lot of talking to explain everything to you. But the essence is that you just need these 4 basic steps to make sure that your stream can go live from anywhere. And we're hoping with ShareLink, you're getting that bandwidth, that nice full HD quality for you. So I think, Adam, you just pulled it up?
Yeah, so we set up a channel in Ustream. We've connected the Teradek system. And then now he just published this stream, so we can see our channel is live now. So we can see that here on this screenshot.
Cool. Yeah, no, I think the ability to have full control from your side, from the platform, and then also control from our device, but a much more simplified control. I think that's a really nice combination and tool to make sure that we're covering all our bases here. So just a quick touch upon back to our device here. You'll see on the bottom that we're able to see a few things. You have on the bottom left of the screen, you have the eye, and that shows you how many people are viewing. Right now, I'm looking at the stats menu, and that's kind of telling me what I'm able to achieve with all my friends joining. So that's what you can do, in the video app. So that's a nice solution. And again, I think it really resonates with the idea of streaming successfully from anywhere and guaranteeing that for yourself, for your organization, and for your client.
Great.
Everybody wants to see that high quality and have that reliability that you need.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We really appreciate Teradek's effort towards making it easy for people to connect and have a successful live broadcast. Ustream and Teradek have worked together for a number of years, and it's great to have you here and to talk about these products. We're going to throw to a quick case study with Ustream and Teradek at NAB. So let's take a look at that.
Cool.
My name is Nicole Varim. I'm the founder of Teradek.
My name is Michael Galing. I'm the Director of Marketing at Teradek.
Teradek designs and manufactures video devices. These devices typically go on camera to transmit video. Could be wired, could be wireless. Could go straight to the internet, straight to the web, a platform like Ustream.
Ustream is the platform of choice for our annual NAB and IBC live shows. NAB is the National Association of Broadcasters Expo, and it's the biggest show of the year where all of the largest camera manufacturers and other devices within that realm come together and announce what they're going to be releasing for that year. We have a very big booth where we show off all of our products, but one of the big staples of what we do every year is this live broadcast. Once Live Ad was implemented, within a couple of hours we had seen numbers that were about 600% higher than what we had earlier during the convention. And this was completely unexpected and beyond our wildest expectations. With so many new viewers, we were able to get a lot more data than initially anticipated, and I think that that's going to really help us develop a much more interesting and engaging show. With a platform like Ustream, it's very easy to share good content. So if you put out things that people want to watch, leveraging Ustream's options is going to take your content very far.
All right, and we're back. Thank you for joining us again here. So I hope you guys enjoyed that case study with NAB. This webinar is, of course, guarantee live streaming success from anywhere. We know that everyone out there has a different use case. You might be a house of worship, you might be a school, but what we'd like to do is talk about a specific case study and go through the details of that so we can really make this a personal thing, and we can really wrap our heads around how somebody can roll something like this out. So let's take a look at that.
Yeah, so I was fortunate enough to head out to Cleveland, Tennessee, to Cleveland High School. And they have an excellent broadcast program there. It's top-notch, best in the nation. It's led by John Souders. Shout out to John if you're watching. Hello. Thanks again for having me out there. I had a really good experience. Seeing what all these students and these programs can do. These students were wrangling cables. They're setting up zero-delay wireless systems with our Teradek Bolt. They were managing, technical director. They were line producers. They were segment producers. There's hair and makeup. We didn't even have that today. So
we didn't have that.
We did it ourselves, so maybe. But so it was really excellent to see all of our products in action. They're using the Video Pro because they're, all around the campus covering athletic events, general events, stages, and also commencement, graduation, just to name a few. So they're everywhere. And it was really great to see them, head out there. There's dedication for the students. And John Souders asked me, hey, how can we, do more? I think the beauty of their program is that they're able to share all these activities. And what that allows, people to do, this live stream, is allow the community to really engage with the school. And I think, that's a good testament to why live streaming is, so available now, is that it's really engaging the community. And I think there's a great relationship that Cleveland High School has with them to keep this program going. So he asked me, how can we do more? How can we go to more events? How can we be mobile, take productions to every, single event that we have? There's so much to be covered here. And not only to engage the community, but engage the students. How can I use this, production, setup to be able to reach a bunch of classrooms and students? They have an excellent production trailer, but it has a nice switcher and everything, but it has one of everything, and it gets a little pricey. It's you got to be budget conscious here. So they take the trailer to take it to every event. It has all the tools they need, but how can they do this more often? At a budget-friendly price, and of course, introduce more students into this process without losing their production value, because that's the key in engaging the audience. How do we keep up this production value, dynamic angles, commentary? How do we, keep this going, but allow us to be more mobile and introduce more students into this? So I'm glad we had that conversation, John, because I was really excited. Teradek's been working on a product that I think that will really be a solution for all of this. Again, Teradek's been making hardware solutions. You talked about the Video Pro with ShareLink. But what I'm really excited about is to talk about, actually I'm going to play some slides here to kind of show off what Cleveland High School has to offer. Again, they have this solution, they have anchors, they have nice switchers and everything like that. And you'll see here they have a mixer, and they have, of course, the zero delay solutions. And what now I'm going to come to is this idea of this, again, the big production trailer. They have all their tools in there. What are we going to use to make this more mobile and achievable with more students? So I really like to juxtapose this image with the next image coming up, which is going to introduce the solution that John Saunders has actually implemented into his high school. And that's going to be with Teradek's new Live to Air app. And Teradek Live to Air is an app. It's a switcher in your iPad. And you can see here the students using it. What's so cool is that it's on your iPad, it's on your iPhone. You're able to take this, go at it. They're able to deploy it. They sent the kids out on the football field. Got the crowd, got the fans. They did some mock journalism announcements and interviews. It was so cool to see them grab this solution, this app, and run around with it. So it has all the bells and whistles that you'll find in a hardware solution, just packed in the palm of your hands.
Yeah, what I love about this is a great case study because you have these kids that already know how to use an iPad, they know how to use an iPhone, so it's something that kind of comes naturally to them. So it's great that you can make that a real production tool for them to actually add value to this broadcast.
And I think one thing to mention that I think I hold near to my heart was just seeing this, all the students' eyes light up. Typically they're like chilling, when is this class over? But what was really cool is to show this to the students and their eyes lit up. They've been practicing all these things, theoretically and a little bit of hands-on, but they're able to get their hands on it. They're able to play with it. They're able to call the shots just like they were in the morning news. They're able to call the shots, and they were so into it. And I think that was so cool that they could engage, more classrooms, more students. And this, isn't just for the education market. It can easily slip into the house of worship for volunteers who can take over an iPad. Corporate communication where you don't necessarily have a whole production team. Well, you got an iPad. And that was one of the cool things is the students, had their phone. They're probably on it already texting, but they had their phones. They were able to run with it. So that's, that's Live to Air. It's the ability to use all the tools that you have to make sure you can stream, with the production quality, with the branding that you want to deliver to your audience from anywhere you have your device. So enough talking about it. Let's show it off.
Let's take a look.
Okay, cool. So I have my setup here on the right of me. I'm going to turn to the right. And what you're going to see is this lovely Live to Air app. It's not too far from a hardware switcher's UI. What you'll see here, I have it on the nice iPad Pro. Big real estate for me to do a lot of tweaking on here. It's got a really nice processor. So what you can see here on the left side is the preview window, so you can queue things up, get things ready to go. On the right side, you're going to see the program window, so that's what's live, what's going out there. Again, not far from what you're used to. On the bottom here, I'm going to show you can add titles, text, and we actually have this neat little scoreboard function built into it. So if you easily want to keep track of score, the home team's winning, you can save that, pop it up there, and it's ready to go. So you can add graphics, lower thirds like that. You can also add titles to this. So if I want to brand this and have consistent branding, that's where I was and that's where the light is. So I'm going to save that there. You can have full control of your look and all the tools that you see. And you'll see that they're transparent. So you can bring in your PNGs with transparency just like you'd expect in any other production. So what's also nice, I can cut to there, is that you can bring in pre-rolled material. So if you have an edit of an intro, just like this Ustream webinar here, or if you have a story to throw to, something you've edited before, you can actually bring that into Live to Air and bring that into your live stream. So you have all the basic visual tools here to control your look, your style, and your feel. Again, not far removed from a traditional switcher. Of course, you need additional tools. You have your crossfades, your cutting, your T-bar here still. And Of course, you have your audio mixer. So that's, of course, you have to have the right audio quality to make sure that your audience is engaged still. So you have all full control here. You can adjust your levels. You want it live if the camera's live, or if you want it independent. We have a record function built into Live to Air. So again, you can record the stream while you're live streaming so that you have it as a backup on your iPad. Not just a backup, but you can actually take this video file. It's, again, a nice compact H.264 file. You can take it and you can immediately do an edit. You could trim, you could fix it, bring it into an editing program, or even edit it straight from your iPad, and you have it right there, right away. Of course, you got to stream. We're going to stream from anywhere, and that's to anywhere. So now we have it set to Ustream. You can, again, just like the Video Pro, select your channels, adjust your settings, configurations, all in this iPad app right here. So that's the basic layout of Teradek Live to Air. It's available for free from the App Store. But I think I'm missing one really important thing here in this demo. Right now we're seeing the rear camera of the iPad, which I don't think anybody wants to look at my face anymore. So the thing is, John Souders talked to me about making this a real application, a solution for their setup. And one of the things was, he said, it's great, it's cool that, we can pull out all the iPhones and everything. We have these devices, and that's one of the first options. What you can do with Live to Air is actually utilize iOS devices, any iOS device with a camera. So that's an iPhone, that's an iPod Touch, that's an iPad. You can use these devices as wireless sources into Live to Air so that you can switch between these angles. And so that was really cool, again, seeing the students run out there, capture the audience, the sideline. But John Souders said, that's great. That's great. It looks cool. We're engaging more students. But what about, when I'm on the field and I need that nice zoom, lens that can get the athlete that's running across the field or getting the sideline. I still need that. It's a dynamic angle. That's what helps engage the audience. So John, don't worry, we didn't leave you behind. We didn't leave cameras behind. We can make sure that you have that zoom, that dynamic function. I'm going to jump back to the Live to Air app here, and what I'm going to show you is not only can you use iOS devices, but you can absolutely use real cameras that are live in the field. So what we've done here, I've actually connected to the cameras that we're using for this webinar. There's Adam. Well, we've used these cameras, and the way we're doing it is we're using Teradek encoders just directly on these cameras. We have a Teradek Cube and a Video Pro. What you can do is you take the HDMI or SDI out of the camera, bring it into the encoder, and then you can bring it in to Live to Air. And because, look at that image, it's so crisp. What you can do, maybe it's just Adam, but it's so crisp, and we're going to see him drink his coffee. There we go. So it's nice and crisp. We have the two-shot, and what we're going to do is, because it has that nice real estate here, we're going to be able to create some more shots just from this one sharp angle here. I'm going to add his title. I'm going to save that. And what I'm going to do here is create another one for myself. So there's a tight shot on both of us. There we go, and I'm going to add it here. And so what I've done is I have this one, this two-shot, which is our main, webinar camera. But now I can bring in a tighter shot, and there's your close-up of Adam. So just with one camera, I can have multiple angles. And that, again, I think resonates with the idea of streaming successfully. It's bringing in this production value that it's not just one camera. It's not just, one stable image. It's the ability to add all these dynamic angles which will engage your audience. So that's, some of the tools that are available in Live to Air that we're hoping that you all enjoy it. And again, I really encourage you to download it. It's free in the App Store. So please check it out. We really want to see more people streaming successfully anywhere. Yeah. So I think what I wanted to do was, just so it doesn't seem like it's magic, I want to give you an idea of what it actually is doing here. We're going to walk you through it.
Let's this is great if you're a student and maybe they already kind of know how to mess around with the iPad, but maybe if we have like a high level overview of all the ins and outs of this system we're proposing, maybe
you
that
asked
would
for
be
it, Adam,
helpful.
you got it. So we have our live to air multicam recipe. That's basically what we're doing here. What ingredients do you need to make sure that this solution is going to work for you? So first, of course, again, we're going to start with a video source. We need to get in that content. You can use the rear cam on your front cam of your iPad that you're running live to air on, but what we love is that you can use iOS devices, iOS cameras, whether it be an iPhone, iPod Touch, iPad. You can use these devices to wirelessly send the video into live to air. So that's one of the features. The next video source option is using an actual camera. A camera that can output HDMI or SDI, has a nice zoom lens. All you need to do is have a Teradek encoder paired up with each camera. So you can, again, use a Video Pro, you can use a Cube, you can use a Video, any of our Teradek encoders that allow you to receive the video feed, audio and video. So that's how you can get some of the audio in separately via these cameras or encoders or directly through the iPad. So these are our options for video source inputs. Next, you'll need a router. And what we have set up today, it can be anything from Apple Airport Extreme. I have an Asus router here. So really nice, it doesn't have to be expensive, not fancy, but a really solid router that you might use in your home to get good coverage, good Wi-Fi. That's where you're going to actually have your internet go into the router so you can connect all these devices. So the cameras connect to the router. The iPad will also connect to that same network. And I would definitely recommend using the iPad Pro. Of course, it's really nice. It has the big real estate, but sure, not everybody has one. I get it. So you can definitely use this with an iPad. We definitely recommend the iPad Air 2, one of the later generations, because what's nice about Apple and their mobile devices, they keep increasing and upgrading their hardware. So as we move on and keep getting new devices every year or 6 months or so, our app is going to be able to perform much better, more dynamically, have that processing power that you need to get even more intricate designs. Of course, you can do things, I didn't show it today, but you can do like chroma key, you could do extra titles and everything like that. So there's a lot you can do there. And of course, once you have your iPad set up with live to air, with your video sources coming in, you need to deliver. Where are you going to send it to?
Of course,
we're going to send it to Ustream. So again, the setup is just as easy as Video Pro, just natively integrated, boom, boom, done.
Beautiful. Great. Thank you for that rundown. It's really helpful. Why don't, Teradek is a known hero in the live streaming world, so I would love for you to talk a little bit about the other products that you have, stuff that's available, whether you're a hardcore production guy and you have a big streaming project going on, or whether you're just maybe a small school and you kind of have that low barrier to entry.
Sure. Yeah, thanks and thanks for that. We're happy to be in this industry. I think it's one that's growing so rapidly. It's really fun to be a part of. I put up on the screen just a taste of what we have, a variety. We have the Video Pro that we talked about today with ShareLink, again allowing you to stream from anywhere because you have that quality bandwidth. You're able to bump up your resolution and also increase your reliability. We also have the Teradek Cube, which Adam, I know you're familiar with. It's our tried and true. It has, it's a little more robust. It has SDI connections. Our latest 600 series will have HDMI and SDI on the same device, so you can future-proof your production.
Love it.
And then, of course, we have our Teradek Bond 2. That's for the people who need that super robust, rugged, bonding connection. And that's actually where the Video Pro stems from. Just a little history on the Bond 2 is that goes back to the days of OB vans and satellite trucks, so traditional broadcast. How could you get your broadcast from anywhere? How can you guarantee that? And of course, satellite trucks are very large, very expensive, and the time to just send the data. So the Bond 2, using cellular connectivity, specifically with the modems, is that you're going to be able to get 6 strong connections in, so you have the quality and reliability. And again, that's where Video Pro stems from, this idea that you can bond all these internet connections. But we wanted to simplify it with ShareLink. We wanted to add the ability to use your iPhone, devices that you already have in your wheelhouse, and be able to achieve that similar kind of broadcast quality, high quality stream. So that's the Bond 2. And of course we have our T-Racks. That's our enterprise level rack
Powerful
mount.
T-Racks.
It's the
I love
powerhouse. You can have 8 encoders, encoder cards in there at once. It's only a 2RU form factor, so it's nice, compact, and allows you to stream all day long. And in fact, all of these can stream all day long. I've definitely checked out a puppy cam in the middle of the night. So that's our lineup of products that, there's something for everybody. We want to make sure that it fits your production needs and, of course, your budget. The Video Pro starts at $999, so it's a low barrier of entry for anybody who wants to get started, but has the features that allow you to stream from anywhere.
Great.
So yeah, that's a look into Teradek products.
Great. Thank you so much for that. So thank you so much for being here. We love Teradek, of course, and it's great to hear how your products integrate so easily with the Ustream platform. So I really thank you for being here with us. Hopefully this was informational for you guys. If you have any questions at all after this broadcast, you can always give us a call. You can call Ustream. You can call Teradek. We're going to put up the contact info for that now.
Okay. There we go, yeah. So I think, one of the things I wanted to make sure to say is that I think even Ustream, everything's developed here in this country, right?
Yeah.
So I think what's really cool, especially for Teradek, something I'm proud of is that Teradek manufactured, developed, sold and supported and shipped all in the United States in Irvine, California, just in Southern California. So everything's built there, and what I really enjoy about that is we're able to really get in touch with all our products. They're right there, so we can help you figure out exactly what you need. And what I definitely encourage is definitely give us a call. If you have any questions, we're going to do our Q&A next. But if you have any questions that we don't answer, please, please, please call our offices. John and Kyle, I know, are watching. They're waiting to talk to you. They want to help you figure out your solution and how we can make sure you're successful.
Great.
So give us a call, yeah.
And I know the Ustream team is just as excited to talk to you. So if you have a situation where you have a cube or you have some other Teradek product and you're trying to figure out how to connect to Ustream, please feel free to reach out. We're happy to walk you through that. I have my iPad here with questions for us, and
cool.
It's I'm really glad I plugged it in because this thing is going crazy with questions. So let's take a look. Obviously, the first thing I want to know is, how can people get in touch with you, or how can they buy it?
Yeah,
we
sure.
talked a little bit about that, but
Yeah.
maybe if you could just drive that home.
Absolutely, yeah. Our staff at Teradek, we've been really dedicated to the industry. We work with all of our clients. We love talking to you. So give us a call. That's the #1 thing I would encourage. Everything again is distributed and made in Irvine, California. So give us a call. We know our products. We want to talk to you about it. All of our stuff is available online directly from our website. And of course, there's also a chat function on our website. If you don't feel like giving us a call, or you are international, you can give us a chat, and same people, John and Kyle, will be able to talk to you. Yeah.
Okay, so one question we have is someone's basically asking, so we demoed a lot of iOS stuff today. Do you plan on offering some Android compatibility, or maybe if you could talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. Sure, absolutely. We see a lot of software being developed from so many places, especially video and live production. Live to Air was initially developed on the iOS platform just because their software is so consistent, and we're able to ensure that you have a nice experience on it. So we want to put out a solution that we know what we can set your expectations. So by developing on iOS platform first, we're able to guarantee this hardware will work with this kind of software, and that's where we started with Live to Air. But of course, if we're able to develop, for example, the video app, where I was able to control everything, is actually available for iOS and Android. So that's able to tie in there. So really, for us, it's about developing products that are super reliable and that we can set your expectations for. So that's why we start off with iOS, and of course we branch out in the future.
Great. Thanks for that. So another question, I didn't even think of this one, but I love this question, is how is it actually connecting? Is it Wi-Fi or is it Bluetooth?
So for the live to air,
Yeah.
is that the question? Okay.
Well, this is a general question, so maybe you could
Oh,
talk
okay,
about
sure.
you talk about
Okay.
either one.
So for live to air, all of the cameras and video sources are connecting over Wi-Fi. Again, when I showed you that streaming recipe, maybe I can pull it up again if you don't mind. Let's see there. Okay, so all of the sources are, everything actually is connected to a router. That's generating, the Wi-Fi signal. Your device, just as if you were for, your home internet connection, you go to your network settings, connect to your Wi-Fi. That's how you'll join this network, and that's how everything is tied in together. So that's for live to air. That's how you bring in your camera sources over Wi-Fi. For Video Pro, a lot of the communication is done through Wi-Fi. Again, it's a really nice solid connection. We do actually have Bluetooth available in the Video Pro, and that's for basic setup solutions. So if you have a mobile phone or mobile device that you want to just quickly connect via Bluetooth, you can set up your basic network functions and then access it from there. So there is Bluetooth moving into a lot of this technology.
Okay, great. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. So another good question is, someone wants to know if the ShareLink product will work with the video. So maybe.
Okay, so ShareLink is currently only available for Video Pro.
Ah, okay.
And it is a subscription plan where you sign up, based on your needs. You can find it online. Of course, check out Video Pro. And there's also a ShareLink page to give you more information on that. But it's currently only available for Video Pro. It has that power to handle it. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, great. So that's pretty much covers most of the questions. So I think we'll leave it at that. If anybody has any more questions, I know Andrew is happy to chat with you. I'm certainly happy to chat with you. So feel free to call us. Feel free to shoot us an email. Our contact info should be available here. We also will be making this webinar available as a rebroadcast. So you can watch it again here coming up really soon. I thank you, everyone, again for being with us.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for
Adam,
coming in. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
So.
give us a call. Happy to talk to you.
All right. Thanks, guys.